Did you know that on the planet Venus, a single day is longer than a whole year? Venus takes about 243 Earth days to rotate once on its axis, but only about 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. That means a day on Venus literally lasts longer than its year. Imagine celebrating your birthday before the sun even sets once, and here's something even stranger about space. There are giant clouds of alcohol floating in space. In the constellation Aquila, astronomers discovered a massive cloud of ethyl alcohol big enough to make trillions upon trillions of drinks. Of course, it's completely undrinkable and extremely far away. But still, the universe is basically brewing cosmic cocktails. Now let's come back to Earth, because things get even weirder here. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? The octopus has 2 hearts that pump blood to the gills, and 1 heart that pumps it to the rest of the body. Even stranger, their blood is blue. That's because it contains a copper-based protein called hemocyanin, instead of iron-based hemoglobin like ours. And when an octopus swims, the heart that delivers blood to the body actually stops beating. That's why they prefer crawling over swimming. Imagine getting so tired that your heart literally takes a break. Here's a historical fact that sounds fake, but isn't. The shortest war in history lasted just 38 to 45 minutes. It happened in 1896 between the United Kingdom and Zanzibar. After a dispute over the throne, the British Navy bombarded the palace, and less than an hour later, it was over. Some soccer games last longer than that war did. Speaking of history, did you know that Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the iPhone than to the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza? Cleopatra ruled around 30 BCE. The Great Pyramid of Giza was completed around 2560 BCE, over 2,500 years before Cleopatra. History feels ancient and compressed, but timelines can seriously mess with your brain. Now let's talk about your body. Your stomach gets an entirely new lining every few days. Why? Because the acid inside your stomach is strong enough to dissolve metal. If your body didn't constantly replace that lining, you'd literally digest yourself. So right now, your body is rebuilding itself from the inside, and you don't even notice. And here's one that sounds impossible. Sharks are older than trees. The earliest sharks existed over 400 million years ago. Trees, as we know them, appeared around 350 million years ago. That means when the first tree grew on Earth, sharks had already been swimming in the oceans for 50 million years. The planet looked completely different, but sharks were already there. Now let's go even weirder. There's a town where it can rain fish from the sky. In Lloro, Honduras, locals report a phenomenon called lluvia de peces, which means rain of fish. After heavy storms, fish are found scattered on the ground. Scientists believe strong waterspouts may lift fish from rivers and drop them elsewhere. But imagine walking outside after a storm and seeing fish on the street. Here's something psychological. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas. Yes, bananas. That doesn't mean you are half fruit, but it shows how interconnected life on Earth really is. The building blocks of life are surprisingly universal. Now check out this incredible fact about water. It's stranger than fiction. Hot water can freeze faster than cold water. This is known as the Mpemba effect. Under certain conditions, warm water placed in a freezer can turn into ice faster than cooler water. Scientists are still debating exactly why this happens. It defies common sense, but experiments have confirmed it. Ready for something even more unbelievable? There are more possible games of chess than atoms in the observable universe. The number of possible chess games is estimated to be around 10 to the power of 120. That number is so massive it's called the Shannon number. For comparison, scientists estimate there are about 10 to the power of 80 atoms in the observable universe. A simple board game contains more possibilities than the building blocks of existence. Now here's the craziest fact you won't forget. Your jaw might actually drop. If you shuffle a deck of 52 cards properly, the order you're holding has probably never existed before in the history of the universe. The number of possible arrangements of 52 cards is 52 factorial. That S and 8 followed by 67 zeros. The number is so astronomically huge that every random shuffle is almost certainly unique in all of human history. That means you can create something brand new just by shuffling cards. Think about that for a second. In a universe full of billions of people and trillions of moments, you just created a sequence that has likely never existed before. And that might be the most mind-blowing oddity of all. The world is filled with strange facts hiding in plain sight, from planets where days last longer than years, to animals with 3 hearts, to wars shorter than your lunch break. The more you learn, the stranger reality becomes. So here's a question for you. Which fact surprised you the most? Was it Venus's endless day? Sharks being older than trees? or the idea that your shuffled deck is one of a kind in the universe. Share your favorite weird fact below and follow for more surprises, because if this blew your mind, just wait until the next one.